Yeah, I just got the news today that professional wrestler Big Van Vader died today at the age of 63. And I got the news from YouTube, and it was a WWE website put it up saying rest in peace Vader and all this stuff. But for one, let me say this. If y'all really cared about Vader over at WWE, you would have put him in the Hall of Fame years ago. Years ago. When you first got the news that the man only had 2 years to live, you knew 2 years ago the man had 2 years to live. You could have put him in the Hall of Fame this year. You could have put him in the Hall of Fame last year. Not only that, when he was over at the WWE, y'all mistreated him. He was mistreated because he became a big name. He became a legend without the WWF. But when he signed with WWE, he was already a legend. He was a star. Really, he was a star before he ever came back to the United States. Big Van Vader, real name Leon White, started off as a football player. He went to play for the Los Angeles Rams. He hurt himself playing football. He became a professional wrestler. And eventually he ended up over in Japan where he became a legend. He won world titles in Japan, Germany, South Africa, and Australia before he ever came back to the United States in 1990. He was already a legend. When he came to WCW, I think he went to WCW and I think he picked up about 6 or 7 world titles. He went to WWE and got funked over. Y'all let Shawn Michaels sabotage his career. Y'all really misused Vader. You misused him. You fucked him over. Okay? The man he been away from the business for many years. And like I say, 2 years ago, when you got the news that he was on borrowed time, you could have put him in the Hall of Fame. You didn't do it. Now you want to wish this man rest in peace and all this stupid stuff, man. WWE, y'all need to quit. Y'all need to stop that. Stop it. For the real fans of wrestling and people who care, yeah, rest in peace to Vader. Because I remember when I first saw Vader, I was like, I didn't know what I was looking at. WCW really had something. And like I say, Vader came in 1990. He left again. And he didn't come back again to maybe like 92, I think, 2 years later. And they put the belt on him. And I couldn't stand Vader. He was an asshole. He was hurting people. He was hurting people for real. Beating people up. Hurting people. And I'm like, why did he put the belt on him? And see, my guy was Sting. My guy was Sting. And when Vader beat Sting for the belt, man, I hated that. But WCW let Vader run with that belt. He didn't let the bad guy run with that belt for maybe 4 years, I think. And then Vader was one of the guys who was part of wrestling history when Ron Simmons won the world title. He was part of that. So, like I say, I'm a wrestling fan. But when he joined the WWE, I didn't understand what they was doing with him. When he first came over, I was happy to see him come over. But then after a while, I said, man, WWE with that bullshit. They got this man to come over and sign a contract, and they finna ruin his career. And that's pretty much what they did, man. That's pretty much what they did. So, all that aside, you sabotage this man's career. You let Shawn Michaels mess over him. Shawn Michaels never should have beat Vader in a world title match. It never should have happened. Real talk. The way you messed over Vader during the Attitude Era was pure BS. Vader was better. He was better served going back to WCW. And like I say, these last 2 years, you had a chance to do right by Vader. You could have put him in the Hall of Fame. So now you're going to wait till next year after the man been dead and gone for over a whole year where he couldn't see it. Like I say, give people their roses while they living. You could have put Vader in the Hall of Fame while he was still living. Still living. So, like I say, rest in peace of Vader for the real ones out here.